while we're here, let's go to the Whispers, shall we? Use this stone over here to set our respawn point and all that stuff, should I get myself killed in an embarrassing way. And head over and do whatever Isla wants us to do. Plus, I've already kind of cleared out the opposition in this direction anyway, so won't be that hard to get this way. Get our quest a-going. I like this little tree. I don't know why. This little tree amongst the cliffs just feels very very quaint. This game's got a lot of visuals that I would qualify as quaint. Just a visually appealing thing that I'm sure was stuck there because it looks pretty. Broken pickaxe, a lethal weapon in the right hands. Really? Equally good at splitting rocks and skulls. Me tribe's miners got good at protecting their hard work from them raiding listeners. That one's from Granny Nella. Well, all right, Granny Nella. I guess we're working on your revenge vengeance right now. So I hope you look forward to being at a safe camp where you don't have to use pickaxes on people's skulls. I wonder what these people are mining for. Oh! Maybe for weaponry or something like that. They seem to be occupying their time pretty well. They just, it's just kind of not really all that clear what they're mining out here. I think I'm kind of understanding how to fight these big guys now, after some time of doing it. They seem to stumble on only 1 or 2 real hits. So it seems like... It seems like... I don't know. It seems like you're intended to dodge around them and then try to stun them to death. Because again, 1 or 2 hits is enough to stumble them. But then again, I guess it's that way for every enemy. So, I suppose in that way, these enemies lend themselves well to the general design of the game, where enemies go down in only a few hits. Generally speaking, even if these guys specifically have more health. Let's not go up here yet. I don't really have a reason to go up here yet, so we'll just continue along the coast. I guess we'll take out these guys just so they don't, surprise me from behind. Oh, that was weird. I don't know about that one. That was a strange one. These jumping attacks are starting to... They're starting to show the cracks a little bit in this big guy enemy. Wonder if these enemy types have names. There's no kind of like bestiary or anything in this game. Uh-oh. Oh, I can block that. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess if all else fails, I guess it is an option to just hold up my shield and hope for the best. I've noticed, too, that if an enemy breaks through the shield, it does the equivalent amount of damage. Like, the stamina that it would have consumed had I had enough will be subtracted from my total, I guess is the best way to explain it. Oh look, more clothes. Listener garb. Made from a listener design and adapted to a smaller human size, this armor provides a good level of protection to an agile wearer. No offense meant, but you look like a listener toddler. So that has slightly less defense, but it has different, it has different stats. Damage reduction. Guess I ought to start paying attention to this, huh? 20%, 40%, and... Ah, so this one is definitely meant for playing more agile. I think I'll equip this, even though it has worse, well, actually... Yeah, I think I'll equip this because it seems like it seems like it's better built for my playstyle, where I jump and dodge around a lot, even though the hat does look a little bit silly. The armor was cool, but it seems like it's better for heavier characters. Like were I using the two-hander, I probably would equip that other armor set. I wonder if it's possible to just tank stuff in this game, because you don't really get stunned by hits. If you run out of stamina, you get knocked over, but it's only temporarily. Oh, this is a bad spot to be fighting this guy. Uh-oh. Yokel, help. There we go. Keep going. Up and up and up. You know, I imagine there's probably a few ways to play this game. Not a massive amount, because there's no, like, I don't know, like magic build or anything like that. But given the abundance of oh, I want to knock this guy off. See you later. Given the abundance of stuff like spears and the efficiency but slow nature of two-handers, I think what happened to Yokel? Did he fall off? I think he might have fallen into the water. Whoops. Either way, I see a ritual stone over there, so we'll go use that to get out of here. But anyway, I imagine that there are a couple of different ways to play this game, depending on whether you like things fast or slow. If you really take your time, you probably can struggle a lot less than I'm struggling here. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight this guy on my own. Good luck. You know, he does seem like the traitorous lowlife type. Decked himself out in enemy garb to make himself feel better after selling out the tribe. I see how it is. Well, welcome to the Age of Light, buddy, and I'm the Light Bringer. Got ourselves an artifact, too. See what it is. Oh, we got a bunch of them. Holy crap. I haven't looked at any of these. I guess this is the stuff that I've been finding for Vorsa. Yeah, this is the Corb organ. Alright, well I guess we'll read this stuff. The fearsome Corb spews bile all over its fallen victim as a way to soften the flesh and bone for easy digestion. Corbs may look like walking mountains, but they've got their tender bits like the rest of us. They sure do, right on the face. Letherian mystics prized these stones as tools for piercing illusions, curing diseases of the eye, and even preventing nightmares. Granny Nella always said we should try and get one of these seeing stones for the tribe, in case the matriarch sent her people out to play tricks on us. That's from Isla. As the light faded, the ancient Letherians forged these rods and placed them in their town squares as wards of truth and protection. Me Granny Nella taught me how to tell what's real and what's just made up guff. Like magic is real. Once tamed by ancient Letherians as hunting companions, the hounds fled into the darkness when Lethyrus fell. Letherian hounds thrive in both darkness and light, finding easy prey in deer and even the occasional vagrant. What a delight to discover our loyal hounds still prosper. Perhaps I can persuade Vorsa to find me some pups to raise. Maybe you can tame them with your loot. And here it is. Every Whisper's child learns to fish before they can talk. Upon their first catch, they are given a lure, a sign of their unique value to the tribe. Out there, if you don't learn to fish, you don't get a chance to learn much else. So it seems, I guess, that this is where Isla's tribe is from, essentially. They're from this general area where fishing seems to be the custom. Interesting. I suppose that explains why they're found here. Oh hey, a corpse. Just pick up that craven remnant, stuff it in my pockets. Let's go and use that stone. Wonder if I'll be able to warp to it even though it's down here under the cliff. And like right under the nose of the big guy. Uh-oh, I actually can't get there. Right, because I don't have a companion right now. Oh, that's a shame. I wonder if there's a way around. A way around that I don't need a buddy to climb up. It seems like this is one way. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Isla. Hey. You're a little bit late. I kind of already avenged your tribe, but it's okay. Yeah, I'll let you help me get revenge on these guys instead. Maybe the reason that I've been having so much trouble is because I'm just not playing careful enough. I think perhaps that this is the point. There's an item down there. I think perhaps this is the point where the game begins to expect you to play carefully. Before, I had very, very ample room to make mistakes and to experiment, but I think at this point the game has kind of said, alright, C. Jacobs, you've had enough time to learn the ropes, now it's time to throw you to the wolves, or to the Einar, as it were. Good luck. And I don't mind that. That's alright. Again, I feel like the curve was a little bit steep, but that's okay. Some games thrive better on a steep learning curve. Is this one of them? Probably not, but that's okay. I'm willing to forgive it, because as I'm sure you have seen despite my struggling, it's still clearly possible for me to succeed. I guess that's one thing I really like about this game compared to its contemporaries, is that I don't really get the sense that things are hopeless. It's more about the attitude of the game that makes me feel that way, I suppose. But this game fosters an attitude of possibility, I suppose is how I'd describe it. It never makes me feel hopeless. This is the difference between this game in tone and, again, some of the contemporaries, like a certain game that starts with dark and ends with souls. It's not the end of the world. The light is not fading. The world is not being overcome by darkness in a desperate struggle to survive. This world is just emerging. This is the birth of a new world, a new life for me, for people like my character. And it fills you with hope in a way that those games don't really do. It's just a difference in attitude, I think, that makes me feel like everything I'm doing is more possible. Alright, Isla, what's the next step?
Now, hand me Ake's lure so I can keep it from falling into the wrong hands again. In me tribe, a lure is given to you when you comes of age. It's your pride and joy.
It's all yours.
Ake had the blood of chiefs in his veins and the brains of a fangfish in his skull. This lure will go to a young one. Someone strong, like Ake, but with a better noggin.
That's a sound plan.
Not sure where Fiske is hiding. I'll ask around the folks you freed from Ake. In the meantime, you know what this town of yours needs? Contraptions. You know, lamps and spinning wheels and such. And I knows just where to look. Flokir, a tinker, keeps his stash in a cave by the whispers. Go have a nosy, eh?
Have a nosy. I like that phrase. Okay. Spinning wheels. Maybe we can generate electricity. Maybe we're eventually going to proceed to the Bronze Age. That'd be pretty nuts if we eventually ended up with, like, a modern bustling town. I can't see that happening, but having water power sure would be nice. So we've gotten a couple more relics since the last time I looked at the crafting table over here. See what we have since unlocked. Relics, we've still got the Ukoto's Guile, that's all we got here, but talismans, we got a couple new ones. Respite. Your stamina regeneration is increased slightly. Don't really need it with the armor I'm wearing. Swift. Your attacks cost less stamina. That's nice. I think I might grab that one. The hardy traveler will keep on swinging when others flag and fail. One time, I hooked a fangfish, pufferfish, and lurker all in a row. Well, congrats on your bragging, Isla. At least you're contributing to our little camp now. And Rampage. You temporarily deal bonus damage after killing an enemy. I'll take that one, because enemies hardly ever come in packs of 1 anymore. That one might help me out quite a bit against the big guys. I can take out the little enemies first, and then use the damage bonus on the big dude. There is no stemming the tide when the blood begins to flow. Cast the line or be bait. Gotta be gutsy. That's me. Paragon of gutsiness. Okay, so we also need to talk to Yokel while we're here. Hey, buddy. I like your nice little house. Nice little windmill you got here. Not sure what it's powering, but perhaps Isla will help out with that.
Dark news indeed. If Kala speaks the truth, then Vaughn and Ahu share her fate. They're out there somewhere. Shadows, hungering for their stolen rest.
Jeez.
I have to find this umbral veil if I'm to free my kin from the shadows. Yet, so much time has passed since Ball went searching for it along the cliff tops. It's a stone-cold trail, but the only one we have to follow. If Ball did find the veil, it might be with her still.
Okay. We'll avenge your family yet. I have a tiny little feeling in my heart and soul that this might be kind of tragic for you, but okay, we'll go looking.
I dreamt of Ahu again. He walked through a dead city to the sound of the crashing sea. But what of Ball? She must not have found the veil, or the curse would already be lifted.
Well, hopefully we find Ball on our journey. I suppose that's gonna be in the next area, perhaps? No, it's not. It's all the way at the end of this one. Huh. So Vorsa doesn't have anything for us. Isla's quest is actually nearby, so I suppose we'll do that next. I still don't feel quite ready for this Listener Ruin stuff. But we'll get a move on and do that after we help out Isla here. Now let's see, can I upgrade my flask? Yes, just barely. Nice. And I also have a number of really big pouches for Scoria, so let's go and upgrade my weapons some. And also visit the box here. Unfortunately, pretty soon I'm gonna have to start dumping stuff. My collection's getting pretty full here. I looked it up because I was curious, and it seems like there actually is no way to expand the storage, which is, at the same time, a shame, as I understand. This is not the kind of game where you would want to hoard your items, and that's clear, that's evident. And in that way, I don't mind, because I'm not going to ever use any of this, right? I'm just keeping it for keepsake's sake, for collectionist's sake. Like, I've got my trusty collection of axes, beaten sticks, and shields, and even if I'm never going to use these again, looking back at them to see how far I have come on my journey makes me feel good inside for various reasons. Let's trade out these bone spears for the more powerful ones now that I have a bunch. I think these ones are even more powerful, but unfortunately, at the time of this recording, I cannot look at the stats of items in my box, which is a shame. But maybe they'll fix that in a patch or something, and this Let's Play will be made immediately irrelevant. Game's been out for about 2 months, so I think that I think that's a good enough time to improve things before doing the Let's Play. You know what I mean. Here's something I didn't notice. Scoria stashes have an item description. Prized by vagrants, small deposits of these ancient Letherian riches can be found hastily stowed in many hidden corners of the world. These few Scoria flakes might not be worth much, but I actually have read this one. Never mind. I guess what I hadn't noticed is that they have different descriptions. Carried in larger amounts, scoria has been the death of many travelers. I remember Letherians gathering what remained of their belongings and fleeing to untamed lands beyond our city. It pains me to see the scoria survive longer than they did. Well, on the bright side, it's not going to waste. Hand-picked by the king himself, only the noble houses of Lethyrus were wealthy enough to gather this much scoria. According to Father, our family once owned an entire estate in Lethyrus. I wonder if this would be enough to buy it back. I suppose that's the, whoops, I just dropped that. No, don't drop that. It's kind of useful. I suppose yokel is the type that comes from a rich-ish family, a life of pedigree, but has a wanderlust for adventure. And I suppose in the process his family got perhaps a little bit extremely cursed with death and dismay. I'm kind of liking this this bald club, so let's infuse it with ash and continue to use it. Costs a lot, but it's worth it, I think. And we'll upgrade the runic axe while we're here too. Okay. How are you doing?
Amirin was once a great leader. Now she is a mere tyrant.
So you keep saying. Don't worry, we'll deal with her soon. It's just that dungeon diving at this point seems like a prospect I'm not quite ready for, given I'm struggling with just the normal area where normal people hang out. Maybe Isla will have some new tools for me once we go and do what she has asked of us. It's back we go to the cliff sides. Oh, that's a pretty helpful tip I just got on the loading screen. If you move too far away from your lantern, it'll return to your inventory. So I guess I don't have to worry about, losing it forever by just setting it down somewhere. So I want to go around these ruins here on my right. We'll go up here at some point, just because I want to say hello to this big Pokemon. But, maybe have a little family reunion with the little Pokemon. But for now, welcome to the club, Isla. The club. That's clever, I guess. Yet another one of my improvisational jokes that soars past with flying colors. Well, we're actually already in the area for this. This might not be that long of a journey. Yeah, there it is. It's just right up here. Oh wait, there's a guy. Let me just kind of slowly mantle my way up. Hello. You have no legs. Are you a pirate?
Hold on. You look familiar. Where have I... That's it. You're the one who toppled Arcade. Well, I could certainly use someone of your talents right now. So let's haggle.
All right, I guess. Isla, your people are your people are weirdos and jerks. But given that you're surrounded by enemies, I think it's kind of understandable that you'd want to haggle.
Floka's the name, and tinkering's my trade. Inventions for the enlightened. Catchy, right? But I can't do any tinkering now, because some accursed miscreant has stolen my tools.
Alright, well, if you'd opened with that, I might have been more inclined to help you. I take back what I said.
I stashed them away to keep them safe. This light-fingered loust must have seen me. The trail leads uphill, through a corb hunting ground. More corbs than I can handle alone.
Okay. I guess we'll go that way then next. Welcome to the town. Hey! I hope we can make a wheelchair for you. Your legs seem to be different lengths.
A tinker without tools is like a lamp without fuel. A dull affair indeed. If we could track this thief down, recover my kit, I'd be happy to do some tinkering for you.
All right then. We have a deal. I regret my initial negative impression of you. You turned out to be alright. Suppose this is one of those cases where you can't judge a book by its cover. You know, I guess this is another way that this game differs from, again, the contemporaries, is this game is... It has a lot more of a... it has a lot more of an attitude of a camaraderie about it. Like, we're building a town, a community of weirdos, don't get me wrong, weirdos, but weirdos that are willing to work together to survive this crazy world that we have all found ourselves in, this new age. Again, this is how the game was marketed, even from the very beginning, and in that way, I am very happy with it in tone. It's got a warm tone to it. So it doesn't look like I can actually go this way yet. I mean, I'm looking around, but don't think there's a way up. It's probably something to do with these statues. I guess that at some point I will be able to, I don't know, grapple onto these statues or teleport or something like that. Me talking to Yokel about wanting to teleport might end up being the real thing that I have to do. I might someday gain those tools for myself. But okay. I guess we've been forced now to go to the Listener Ruins. So, sure. Let's go find Amiren, for better or worse. I think I'm at a pretty appropriate skill and upgrade level now. I don't know. I would say that I'm prepared. Emotionally, maybe not, but mentally I'd say I'm prepared enough. Now, mark this one on my map here. Looks like I gotta go inside those caves that are over by... It sneezed on me. Excuse you, Pokemon.